Personal trainers, gym owners, do you need more clients? Do you want to increase your revenue? Well, let me walk you through those steps. It's really simple. It's nothing fancy. If you want to increase your revenue, you need more clients. Now, depending on your business model, do you want to run a boot camp? Do you do privates? Do you do kids? Do you do group sessions? Whatever your model is, do you do it online? It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we have to figure out how to generate business and new business and retain that business. That's how you consistently grow in the fitness industry. You also have to get better at charging, closing, and selling your services. So let's first start off with step one, running ads. If you're not running ads or you're not going out and doing outreach to meet more people to bring them into your gym or your training facility, then you're not doing your job. The number one thing I saw when I was in the fitness industry was majority of trainers do not market their services. In gyms, they do not market their services. They open up a gym, they learn all this stuff about training, and they feel like they're constantly needing to learn about training, but they're never doing the things that actually brings them new business in. I remember a time when I was a brand new trainer. I was working at 24 Hour Fitness, and there was a guy there. He had to be probably the worst trainer on the planet, but he could sell like you wouldn't believe. He won every sales award and he crushed it. He made his clients feel like gold. He got so much business. I was like starstruck. I did pretty well, but I was like, how does he get so much business when he's such a horrible trainer? Well, long story short, I found out he used to be a pimp, and he was so amazing at making his clients feel special and feel amazing that they wanted to train with him no matter what. They didn't care if they got results. They didn't care about anything else. They just wanted to spend time with him. They liked sharing, stories, all that stuff. He made them feel special, and he had so much business. It was insane. So fast forward into when I had my own facility, and I always remember, what do you need to do to make somebody feel special? How do you get them to come into your gym or your facility and close them on a service that typically they don't want, right? For example, people don't want to sweat. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to push themselves. A lot of people don't really want to do what it takes to get the results, but how do you close people? So first off is when you want to set up a new business, you want to set up an offer that's irresistible to those clients. Everybody should know at this point what's an irresistible offer in the fitness business. And I say that because there's been so many 6-week programs, 6 weeks challenges that have essentially exposed and kind of got in trouble or whatever about running ads to generate business, that they would do 20-pound challenge. So lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks. The way it worked is if they lost those 20 pounds, they wouldn't be charged, and they'd get renewed into the next 6 weeks program and go from there. So if you think about what does a customer want, because most trainers think about, the training program and they need to do X, Y, and Z, and they forget about the customer. The customer wants to lose 20 pounds. They want to gain 15 pounds. They want to be able to lift up their children. They want to do something specific. They want to feel better. They want to look better. They want to look younger. They want to fit in their bikini or their outfit for their high school reunion or for their wedding. Those are things that matter. They want to get ready for the summer because they want to get in shape for bikini season. So these things matter. They want to lose that last 10 or 15 pounds. So when you market your services in that way, as opposed to do a 10-week challenge, put on 12 muscles, nobody cares about that. At the end of the day, people care about what they lose on the scale. They care about the results they want. So if you speak in terms to that, you're going to create better offers for people. And when you create better offers for people, people will want to come in and buy your services. Then it comes into packaging those offers. Are you setting up a package that, one, is very profitable for you, two, gets your customers results and gets them to keep signing up, so you're not forced to make sales on a regular basis. For example, a lot of trainers will be like, hey, how about you do this, do 5 sessions with me? Well, let's face it, you can't get anybody amazing results in 5 sessions. You need 3 to 6 months to a year to get amazing results. So those are the type of programs you should be selling. Not to mention, A, it's going to bring in far more revenue in your doors. And then B, it's going to get the clients the results they want. So look at it from a standpoint of a doctor wouldn't prescribe a certain treatment for cancer or healing something and just say, just take 1 pill. That's it. and then tomorrow take another pill. They'd be like, no, take these pills for the next 6 months, and then with this antibiotic, that's going to be cured. So obviously getting results from a fitness standpoint does take longer. It takes much more time. So you want to be selling 3 months, 6 months, 12-month packages if you're in the private model. Boot camp, you want to sell possibly monthly programs and break it down that way, but you want to let people know it's going to take X amount of period of time for them to get the results. And then when they get close to being re-signed, you have to let them know, like, hey, based off your results now, you've made progress X, Y, and Z. In another 3 months, we expect you to make, another ABC progress, and it's going to get you that much closer to your goal. We still expect your timeline for us to be around 6 months. So then you can let them know, like, hey, there's an exit strategy. We're not trying to keep you here forever, but hopefully they stay forever because that improves your bottom line. And you can make it a community and help with retention, all that stuff. And we can get to that. But the first thing is selling on an initial program that they're excited about, and then they're going to purchase and go from you. When we start with getting the first business, the first thing you should do is run ads. Run ads to a targeted program. I'm not going to say what specific program. There's tons of programs you can run and you can test and throw up irresistible offers. If you want to work with our team, we'll do it all for you. Then that's a choice. But what you have to do is figure out the offer that you want to promote online. And then from there, it's a simple strategy is you run that offer, you generate that lead. That lead is a name, email, or phone number. Ideally a phone number, then follow up immediately with the text. I would hire somebody on my team that would literally nonstop, and I might have 2 or 3 people, they would call and they would get a bonus if they called that person immediately and they got that person booked for an appointment. So we would try to call that as fast as possible because as soon as that lead comes in, they're hot. If you wait 5 minutes, it goes down something like 75% from a cold scale. So you don't want to lose that lead. You want to jump on it, so to speak, as fast as possible so then you can close them. And when you can close them, you can get them to show up for an appointment. And now at that appointment, hopefully you have a procedure and process where you take them through either an assessment, sales pitch, or whatever you want to call it, where it's a journey where they understand when they go through that process, you close hopefully 60 to 85% of those people. So all you do is need more people. So for example, when we run big programs, we would have anywhere from 20 to 50 people show up in a room. I'd get up in front of the room and do a 45-minute talk. And at the end of that 45-minute, we would close around, let's just say, close to 60 to 75% of people. In that one time period, we would run ads, cost anywhere from $50 to $1,000 or $500 to $1,000 on running ads to get 30 to 50 people to show up in a room, and we'd close anywhere from $30 to $50,000 in that day just on one program. And that's how effective you can be for a fitness trainer or a gym at bringing in people to your business. Obviously, you have to make sure you have a procedure, a process. You go, you test it, you tweak it, you adjust it, so then you can convert those people on a consistent basis. And in a month or 2, you can run the same program. Or every so often, you're running different programs because each one's going to convert a large amount of people from there. So now we've covered how to generate tons or a flood of people coming into your business. Then you want to talk about retention. So retention is obviously once they're training with you, how do you get them to maintain training with you, as well as how do you get them to give you referrals or recommendations online. From a retention standpoint, it's about your service and it's about your people. So you have to have the people that teach or treat people like gold and move them through a process so that they get results. So they might not necessarily lose their 20 pounds. They might need to just feel some encouragement. They might need to have some fun. Definitely if it's in a group program, you want to make it more of a community so they don't just come back for your trainers, they come back for everybody. So from a retention standpoint, you have to look at the little things that you're doing that's going to keep people coming back and wanting to work with you. Obviously, results are a big part of it, but a lot of times it's more about how you're treating the people and the little things you do. I also know another trainer. He always had a great retention rate. He always did little things, had cards. So when people had birthdays, do a handwritten card and send them stuff. Another trainer would always bring a water bottle for their clients, so they knew they'd always have that water bottle. So a lot of trainers get all, I'm not doing that. That's going to cost me X amount of dollars. That's not going to do that. But like, it cracks me up. I was just consulting a trainer the other day, and they're like, oh, I'm not going to do a free assessment. I'm above that. I charge X for assessment. And I was like, so you're telling me that you're not willing to do a free assessment, an hour of your time, even though you're struggling right now? If you did this, you could get $15,000 if they train with you for a year. So spend an hour of your time, so you eat that cost of $150 to $250 for your hour assessment to get $15,000 in business. So you want to really think about what you're doing and choosing what your battles are. I would recommend free assessments all day long because it's an industry standard. Most people aren't charging for their assessments, even if they're that, stringent. Obviously, you have your golf exercise pros, trainers, whatever they want to call them, performance coaches. People name things all the time. They can charge for assessments. But if you offer something of value first to bring more people in the door, even if they don't sign up with you, they're going to be like, hey, I found a ton of value of that. I got a ton of stuff. They might recommend somebody else to do an assessment with you. You want to do above and beyond things that create so much more value that a customer would never leave you, because they're getting far more emotionally, physically, mentally from you than they would ever stop training unless something came up, because obviously training is a luxury service. So it's one of the first things that goes if they're financially stuck or hurting financially. But if you provide so much value in so many areas, people might still hold on to that. There's certain ways that you can adjust your packages and your pay structures to make it so people have the perception they're paying less and it's such an amazing deal, they stay with you forever. So there's all these little things you can do from a retention standpoint. And again, when I consult with people, we break all that stuff down and we go into detail so we get the most results for the gyms and personal trainers so they can scale, 5, 10x their business or more. Hopefully, you understand a lot of the process of what you need to do. There's a lot going on, but if you get the systems, the procedures and process in place, the specific ads, the offers, the systems in place for follow-up, all that, emails, text reminders with, there's autoresponders out there. I like having just staff members that do it, that I can trust, that I know it's going to be handled right away. Then, of course, from a retention, you got to hire the right people, pay them what they deserve so they stick with you and they want to build your business and create an environment within your facility of your employers that they feel special too. Because obviously, if they don't feel special, they're going to take your clients and leave, and then you're going to be left up the creek. So if you follow all these procedures and steps, you can definitely grow your business and get far more clients. That's it. It's really that simple. If you want to work with us, if you want to fill out the form and get more information, you want to sign up for our services, just fill out the form below, give us your contact information, and we can follow up with you and go from there. But hopefully this was helpful so you can start growing your business and testing certain offers out, testing procedures, testing systems, so you're running an effective business as opposed to just doing a hobby personal training on the side and collecting some cash. So I want to see all you guys scale your business 5 to 10x versus just running a little hobby and collecting cash on the side or just barely making it or struggling for that matter. And I'm passionate about it from a standpoint is that I was a trainer. I was stuck in that struggling mode until I was like, oh, I can hit 6 figures easy if I follow these systems. Okay, cool. I can hit, make millions if I follow these systems and I scale it and I set the business up this way. Awesome. Let me do that. So structure it in a way that you'll be successful. And again, hopefully this was helpful. If I missed something, or if you have questions, reach out to me. Happy to dive into it more. But otherwise, just go out there, make mistakes, focus on growing your business, adjusting your systems. Like I said, if you want help, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, keep working hard and take care.